What is up, guys? It is Tony here, and today we are doing a special episode of the computer build series I do. We're going to be taking on some of the bigger companies that decide to compose their own builds, build them, and then sell them to you at a pretty reasonable price. Well, it turns out NCIX is actually one of my favorite companies. I actually look up to them and their videos in a lot of ways, and I always thought their prices were fair. But I looked at their Turbine 2.0 system recently, and I found out that they are actually making about $130 profit if they buy the parts at retail. Well, honestly, they don't buy the parts at retail because they obviously sell those parts also at retail price, and they probably get a discount when they buy them in bulk from companies. So they are probably making upwards of $300 to $400, maybe even $500 in profit on the system, and I think it's a huge failure of their marketing. So I want you guys to check out this video and hopefully save some money while you are building your system. So they start off with a 4770K, which is an amazing processor and a great choice by them. Unfortunately, they overcharge you $32 for this processor, which I bet you they're already getting a good deal on when they buy them in bulk. Then they throw a Corsair H110i at you, which they give you a relatively good price on. It's a great water cooler, and plus these things are a little bit difficult to install, so I guess you are paying a little bit for the installation. Now, this is interesting. They actually save you $12 on this motherboard, but here's the thing. Overall, you're going to find that they overcharge when we get to the end of this build. On the RAM, they chose a Corsair Dominator Platinum RAM, which is actually a really slow memory choice for the Haswell chipset. Of course, you can't upgrade the speed, and they overcharge you about $10. On the GPUs, they overcharge you about $48 with two 770s. Now, these are pretty good cards, but they're not the ones I would choose. I'd probably choose EVGA. But regardless, they overcharge you about $48 for these GPUs. Now, for the solid-state drive, they choose a really nice solid-state drive, but unfortunately, once again, they overcharge $5. Now, I know this doesn't really seem like a lot, but it adds up. This is how they get you. They start to add up small increments and make profit on them. On the power supply, they overcharge you $16 for the Corsair AX860, which is a very good power supply, actually, and a great choice by them. And finally, for the case, they overcharge you $12, and this is actually a very nice case. Once again, I'm actually planning on using this in a future build. This time, NCIX actually saves you $5 on the Windows 8 operating system, and this is actually, by the way, just keeping this in mind, this is my first time I've included an operating system in one of these videos, so are you guys happy? Comment below. And last but not least, I had to include the lighting. They use the BitPhoenix Alchemy Series case lighting, and they save you about $3 on it, so that's pretty nice of them. So there you go. That is the build. That is every single part that is in the build, and how much money you can save by buying it on your own. I know you guys are probably thinking, well, it's not a lot of profit when you add it up, but the reality of it is that these companies tend to get a lot of cutbacks in prices when they buy these parts in bulk. I'm not saying this just out of my ass. I know this from experience because I actually have family that used to be involved in buying PC parts, building computers, and selling them back in the 90s. And the same rules apply as always, and it's really just a great way to make a great business and make a lot of money. A lot of people do it, and, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's capitalism. It's America, or in their case, Canada, because they're located in Canada, of course. And there's really nothing wrong with it. I have no problem with it, but I would just like some people to be informed out there to know that even the companies like NCIX, because I know everyone bashes Best Buy, everyone bashes a lot of these companies, but even NCIX, even iBuyPower, all these companies out there, they all have something about them to where they make a massive profit margin. That's how they make money. That's how they continue to exist. And if you aren't looking to get ripped off and you want to try building yourself, which is a very fun experience, I definitely recommend watching my videos, learning how to make great systems, and of course subscribing so you guys know in the future what systems are going to be updated for the future. So when future parts come out, you can keep updated on that. And of course, yeah, I'm in the business of making money as well, and that's why I'm asking you to subscribe. But the key here is that I'm not asking you to give me money for no reason. I'm just asking for your ear. So that's pretty much it. That is my video on the NCIX PC Reimagined, as I called it. I'm thinking about making this part of my gaming build series, where sometimes I'll just take on some of these companies like iBuyPower and basically just bash one of their builds or their pricing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this and you want to see more like this in the future, go ahead and comment below and like this video. And if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe so you can see some future videos, especially if you enjoyed this one. And I'll see you guys next time.